I am sorry. Are you okay?
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
What do I hear it again? If we don't really want to hear it again, say boom.
Coming for you. 3, 4, prepare for war. 5, 6, it's TBX, bitches. 7, 8, here comes the pain. 9, 10, he want a knockout. He want finish him. Holy shit! You want war? Let's go to war. I run with thundercats, gorillas in the pack, go wild dogs. African lions with black manes and loud roars. Natural killers squeeze hard like pythons. You want war? Let's go to war. Fight on, we bite down like pit bulls with locked jaws. We outside, click, turn the lights on. Gorillas in the mission, big knuckles that break jaws. Iron sharp as iron, we got ours, grab yours. Ain't no love in war, ain't no love in this blood sport. I don't care what you thought, I can see it in your eyes, you're not sure. I can see it inside your face, you're in the wrong place. Cowards like you, get your whole pack busted. Packed up and boxed up, we in here now. Like yeah, now what?
War in the east, war in the west,
Puñeta,
war up north, war down south.
puñeta.
Against a war, rumors of war.
We are DR, stand up. I bring the guerra to your tierra, puñeta. I bring the guerra to your tierra, puñeta, puñeta. From Cali to New York, from Texas to Baltimore, from Vegas to Florida. We bring the heat to the kitchen, fire to the stove, and make that water boil. Go harder, go home, go harder, get gone. This is a border war. Ring that bell, motherfucker, ding dong. I walk to the ring like a fucking King Kong. Call that fat black chick that sings songs. It's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing going on. And I ain't gonna stop till your body. Hit 911, if you're scared, call the cops. Hit him round 1 till he say no mas. Hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him, hit him round 1.
Can I talk to you, son?
Come pick up your pops. It's border war done. See you at the next stop.
Tim want a knockout. He want a knockout. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Sunday edition of the TBV. Listen, man, it's been a slow week in boxing, and we did have some fights, and we even got some big news to talk about in terms of actual professional boxing. But the momentum is with amateur boxing these days here on TBV, as we've been turning it up with Border Wars episodes. There is a lot of momentum, and we're trying to capitalize. Obviously, we just had a fantastic event in Watertown, Wisconsin. Shout out to Old School Boxing. Shout out to Def Cam. Shout out to Adrian Rowan for all the work that he does. We're trying to keep that momentum going, and it looks like Atlanta is trying to take over, right? We did have Javier Caputillo moving quite beautifully, but it looking like Atlanta is trying to step up even more, like we talked about. And if you didn't hear, there's no ambulance costs in Atlanta. So that right there is $2,500 we save. And as you can see from the title, but those that are just listening, you're on your run, you're working, you're delivering mail, you're driving, whatever it is that you're doing, you're tuned in via earplugs. Listen, there's a strong possibility we can be in the gymnasium of the Nathan Lugo brothers. Both Nathan and his brother Elijah we could potentially be having our Border Wars at their gym. Now, most recently, they just did the first annual Nathan Lugo tournament, Georgia versus everybody. That seemed to be a success. We like the way that the venue looks. There are some other venues on the table. We're just waiting for a few people that are helping us to get us some prices on different venues. But I did want to discuss this one since the Lugo brothers are signed to OTX, and one of them is signed not only to OTX but as well to Top Rank, I believe, right? So we just wanted to put it out there. Maybe it is something you want to do. Maybe you're like, oh, I love the Lugos, Batman and Robin, you know, I love their outfits. It would be amazing to fight in their gym. So we wanted to put it out there, tell you where we are. What we do know is if we decide Atlanta, there is an extremely high possibility that our Atlanta date will end up being November 8th. November 8th. So, once again, if we choose Atlanta, there is a high possibility that we will have an Atlanta date of November 8th. So, you know, we want to do at least put that out there as well to give you guys an opportunity to, you know, start just checking travel. No one's telling you to book travel, just checking what things can cost you if you wanted to participate in this Border Wars on November 8th, potentially in Atlanta, giving you exactly 90 days away. Now, remember, Floyd Mayweather said, give me 6 weeks and I'll beat anybody. Obviously, you're not Floyd, so we're giving you 90 days. That's essentially 12 weeks. So we're giving you double what Floyd needs because you're a bum and he is not. So take these 12 weeks to get right in action. Right in action. So if I got any chubby weight cruiserweights, like you're 195 to 185, you're short, you're like 5'6", 5'4", I want you to call out Mario Munguia. I know he hasn't been in the community in a while, and he is kind of flaky. Let's be real. He might say yes and not show up, but I'd like to see Mario back, man. Mario, you know, that's a good fight. He had a great fight with Keem. You know, some argue that he's the only man to ever knock Keem down. While some say that Keem slipped out the ring, it would be something you would have to go and see for yourself. But in the future, I think that a Mario Munguia, he may or may not be old enough, but I think Mario and OC make good fights. They're both extremely short, and they're both in that 185, 195 weight class. We're not going to spend too much time on Mario. It's just something that slid into my mind. And I'm like, you know what? He's always been in that 185, 193, so it might work for him in OC. But good morning to all. What up, what up? Salute to my Border Wars fighters, man, and everybody that loves Border Wars. Yeah, man. We got big things coming. We got big things coming. Border Wars will not go another 12 months without its own facility and home base. We're gonna definitely turn up. We're going to definitely turn up, and the goal in the next 12 months is to have our own facility, cut down that cost of overhead, cut down the cost of traveling because we will always be in one location. I'll be able to give you guys dates in advance so that you can prepare, and I think that's just the best step to making Border Wars great is having a fixed location. Moving around isn't the best, but it could be done. Partnering with the right people, getting the right sponsorships obviously makes everything easy. But right now, it is just an update show. And Atlanta is looking very strong. You know, we've never been in a position where we're talking to the people that are given the dates. You know, so that really helped things a lot. And I kind of want to do it just because of that. Just to get that relationship open, so it's always just a phone call away, like, yo, can I get another date, you know? But they're very interested in Atlanta. Strong possibility that Brian Norman Sr. can be at this particular event for a November 8th date. Obviously, his fight with his son is 2 weeks out in Saudi, and they are going to be there 2 weeks before. But because this is a Saturday, there's a strong and slight possibility that they leave that Monday, which would be the 9th, 10th, versus the 8th on a Saturday. So if hopefully Senior can arrange it so that, you know, he can leave on a Monday or a Sunday and still be at our event on a Saturday. That would be amazing. But once we lock in the location, you know, I'll get on the horn and try and invite as many big names as possible to make it the best experience as possible. But, you know, OC talked about GoFundMes and things like that, and that's something that we've never done. But that possibility I am going to open up once I buy the land. I'm going to definitely start a GoFundMe for the building, right? For the process of building the building, because that's going to be a couple $100,000. It's not going to be cheap. But if you're in the Border Wars chat, man, we're moving along very rapidly. You see the renders of what could be the future home, and it's quite motivating, man. Quite motivating. So the goal is to continue to put on these Border Wars until we do have that home base a la Pro Box, you know, to keep the momentum going, right? We can't just let it die out and then pop up with a new venue. I think that the momentum has to grow into that facility. And November 8th could be that. You know, I'm excited because we got a Border Wars chat, and, you know, I'm in there consistently. And I'm pretty sure I seen Keem say that Florida seems very doable for him and that there's a possibility he can fight, which, you know, it's always good to get those OGs out because they inspire others to come out. I'm also talking to Jose, OC. I'm trying to match OC with everybody, you know. OC wanted Masters. I'm trying to get him that. I spoke to Jose to see, you know, is he serious? Because the day after Border Wars, he seemed to have pulled out a call out of OC. But, you know, Jose's a bit of a trickster. So I reached out, you know, privately to see where exactly he's at. And if we can get that OC fight versus the Canadian Jose, I think that's a good scrap. You know, neither have this crazy knockout power. Jose did, I believe, score a knockdown on Eric Cruz, who was a young lad, so he may have the nod in the power department. But, yeah, man, I'm trying my best to make sure that we get it done. Now, I know people are saying OC got 15 fights, but that's the thing. He's got 15 fights. He's 48 years old, and Jose would be younger. He would be 0-0 in boxing, in USA Boxing, so it could be difficult to get approved, but we'll have tape of Jose, all his fights. We'll explain to the commission how he's undefeated in Border Wars, and he should be good because, let's be real, we got Forbes approved, who had 2 wins, 1 loss, taking on a dude with 14 fights, so I don't think it's an issue just because it's Masters. They understand that the Masters division isn't like the deepest, right? There's not a lot of guys 40-something years old looking to get hit in the face, you know? So respect to everybody that is above 40. You know? Okay, so, yeah, Info Joe did fight. They're making a back call list of the back call brothers who did fight. So, Keem in Florida, Stainless, he did fight Stainless in the Florida one. Info Joe also fought in the LA one. Adrian fought in the Pittsburgh one. Sony in Cincinnati also fought in Pittsburgh. Vega has fought in the Wisconsin. CYP fought in Vegas. Rocky fought in Wisconsin. Benitez fought in Wisconsin. And all JT's kids who are not part of the back call, get your ass out of here, they fought in Florida. So salute to the back call. Let me see. Stainless lost. Adrian lost. Sony lost. CYP lost. Benitez lost. So Vega won. Keem won. And Rocky won. Okay. I was off. I said they only had 2 winners, so they had 3. My bad, y'all. My bad. We got Alex Vega, one of the winners of the back call. Let's go. Chin.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Good afternoon.
What up?
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. I'm great. It's I love the momentum. I'm just honestly, it's just waiting to get the green check mark on date and location. I already looked through everything, the flights, the hotels, the rental, you know, the activities to do. You know, you seen I was
let me
dropping links.
interrupt. Let me interrupt. One of the guys from ATL was listening, and he's like, who was it? He got a pic. Oh, actually, not the guys from ATL. He lives in ATL. Caesar says, I don't know if you heard him. He said he got a truck and he drives from Florida to Georgia, and that you really should consider driving. I think that you should too. You said you just did all the searching. Add those numbers up, bro. Like, you're going to save, I don't know, so much because gas will be what? Less than $250 round trip?
No, yeah, so it's like $50. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't want to drive.
That's crazy. That's
not
a
gonna
lot of
happen.
expenses, bro. 2 flights, hotel, rental. You just adding expenses, bro.
You act like I'm gonna drive the day of. Like, no, that's not happening. I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. We're gonna be nice and relaxed.
Why drive the day of? I would actually drive after dinner, Thursday night, pack, hit the road. You're on the road by 10. You get where you're going by like 4 in the morning, maybe. And then you're good. You're there all Friday, chilling, and you're ready to fight Saturday. But hey, just trying to save you some shillings.
No, I hear you, but I mean, yeah, convenience is important.
Especially you and Keem. Maybe y'all should carpool.
It doesn't make much. I already spoke to him about it. He basically said no in a nice way. He don't want to ride with me, man. I guess.
Damn, riding dirty. That's crazy, Keem.
Nah, it's all good. And yeah, man, I talked to Keem. I like his energy about it. He seems like it's a go. It's just, I think, one thing he has to check up on, and then he'll be good to go. And I like who he's eyeing too, man. So once he gets that all situated, I'm excited to see who he picks.
Well, you know who he's eyeing. Why you don't drop some hints here? What we doing, bro? I thought this was a build-up show. Who's he eyeing?
No, I mean, it's a top dog, man. That's what matters. That's what everyone wants to see. We saw King fight CYP.
Do you know what weight?
Now you want to hit.
I'm just trying to guess. Yeah, I'm just trying to guess.
Cruiser. Yeah, below cruiser for sure. So
that's vague.
So yeah, man.
That's vague. You know how many divisions below cruiser?
Above 160. So for sure.
Above 160. So he's fighting between 75 and 60. I mean 68.
Right, the Border Wars.
What?
But for myself,
he's gonna bring Forbes down in weight.
Hey man, listen. At the end of the day, that's his business. I'm just providing a little sneak peek. I expect Will King to be
Floridian?
Back. King the Dream. It's someone in the South for sure. King the Dream to be back November 8th as one of the top fights you've ever seen in Border Wars. One of the highest skill level.
Yancey. Yancey. He won Yancey.
Anticipated.
He won Yancey, but Yancey gonna have to move up. So Yancey picking and choosing who he move up for.
Is Yancey above 160?
Yeah, he could be.
He's not.
With a
So
phone call, it could be. I mean, you saying one
now
of the because you said one of the highest
anyways, let's move
skills.
on.
So I'm like, okay, Yancey got them skills.
Now, Yancey, very good fighter, man. Very excited to see his return. He seems motivated. You saw his message. So we're gonna hopefully we can have a nice packed card. They said hopefully up to 40. Man, that's long, bro. Jesus, I don't want to be waiting around all day for a 45 card. Like not at all. But but that's what you want. You want to have that space, that opportunity, right? So it's best to have 40 that then say, you can only fit 20. You make a card of 20 and then we get 14, right?
Yep.
So shout out to them. They seem serious verbally. They've been putting in some things in motion, like you said, and that's the kind of stuff. See, people talk, and then there's action. Your words mean nothing if there's no action. Like I said, I've been looking at everything. I talked to my partner. She's the boss. She's the one that says where we're gonna stay, how we're gonna move. Because her comfort means I'm gonna be comfortable, which means I'm gonna be locked in. Because if she's uncomfortable, that means it's a distraction. We don't want no distractions. I don't want to come back here saying I only sparred the last 2 weeks or I stepped on a screw. Nobody wants to hear that nonsense, right? So the point is there's always going to be things you can't control, but the things you can, let's take care of it. That's why we're taking the flight, because I don't need that to be a distraction. My girl needs to be comfortable, so I'm comfortable. November 8th, that's less than 3 months. I gained a lot of weight. I'm a little fat crap right now. So we're gonna aim for around the 160 pounds. We're gonna do there. That's what that's the goal is. And I can definitely believe I can go ahead and make that happen. Shout out to Carrie G. Last time we cut a bunch of weight very fast. And I even was sneaking in cheat. I was eating things I wasn't supposed to at night, and we still cut a lot of weight, man. Sure. Yesterday, I only ate about 1,100 calories, no snacks, and no alcohol. So, unfortunately, if y'all looking for the entertainment of White Claw Vega, Vodka Vega, whatever y'all say, it's done with. It's over. Apologies. You're gonna get Mr. Negative though, so no worries. That character's still around.
100 calories for 1,000 calories for the day. That's crazy. That's an extreme cut, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, we want to cut as much weight as fast as possible.
Wow.
So we can work on just building the body instead of just cutting the weight. Because I'm pretty heavy. I'm in the 180s, and I have no business being up here. I can't move how I want. I can't fight how I want, and we don't want that. I don't even really like. See, that's why I want to move down. Because at 68, I gotta fight. It's like it limits me on what I can do, how I can move. Because I think optimize my body's around the 155 to 160, which is what I was always looking to fight at. That's when I was at my best. That was when my body felt the greatest.
So who you
I felt the
eyeing at
fastest.
160?
Who
you think is going to be available too? Like who you think is
me.
going to be a guy that's, reliable is the word.
Right. No, right. That's because that's like a number one thing for me is who's going to be reliable. So, yeah. Listen, I'm telling you what the weight's going to be. We're shooting for 160. So let the line begin. Bamba Bo is my promoter. I'm gonna get with him, and I'm gonna allow him to pick it. Last couple times I picked my up. I got offered. I said yes. First time. Last time, you did a good job building that fight. I got to give you credit. You really, really built it up. I mean, the fire that was built inside me was something that I loved. Honestly, it really brought a monster out of me. So we'll see what you can do. And we'll see what my promoter says, and let's see who steps up that's worthy. Not someone that's 120 pounds that wants to fight me. Not somebody that's 250 pounds that want to don't waste your breath. Like for real, because then when I get upset and I bring that energy back at you, you're gonna cry and say, he's a meanie, why'd he yell? Like, come on, man. So yeah, 160. I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face, whoever you are, and I'm gonna punch you many times. And it's gonna be 3 rounds or less of hell. I'm excited, man. Atlanta's a place that it's a hotbed. It's like the Hollywood of the South, right? The capital of the South in some sense. So yeah, can't wait. Shout out the Lugo gym look good, looks spacey. home of professional fighters. So there's people that's gonna be running in and out of there. I'm sure people know of the gym that are pros. So when we say, hey, it's gonna be here, they're more prone to say, yes, I'm gonna come, to the event. Then we have OTX in that area. So we hit up OTX fighters. Hey, if you're not, if you're available, Elijah Pierce come through, stuff like that. So yeah, man, I don't want to hold the show. I got some things I got to do. I just wanted to call in. I'm excited. I think everybody, I want to say this. All you people that are like, hey, bring it here, bring it there. The best thing is a home base, right? And I think everyone has excitement for it, having a potential home base. Well, for you to make that dream of not just Ness's, which obviously it's him cultivating it, but to it to become ours as well, we have to support it. Means obviously financially. We have to, that means this next Border Wars needs to be a big success, the biggest we've ever had. Atlanta is a hub. There's no reason for you to say you can't find a flight. There's plenty of hotels. The hotels I'm looking at, it's like a row of 4 or 5 hotels. It is Veterans Day weekend, and it's right before, it's a couple of days before Veterans Day. So if you're gonna go, once we get the date locked in, go ahead and purchase that ticket immediately once we get the final approval and it's sealed and delivered. Because the longer you wait, the harder it is gonna be, and then you are gonna be part of the reason why we don't get the next one or the home base. So even if you're not gonna go to the next Border Wars, buy a ticket, buy 2. Many people did that, and that's what helps push us to become better and better each time around. Shout out to you. Shout out to the community. Shout out to Border Wars.
Appreciate you. So we got a video here. I'm not sure this is the same. That is actually not the same video. Let me just show the video that they sent me of the gym. And so at least we know what it looks like. And we're still taking phone calls. So anybody that is looking to call in and voice their opinion, you can do so now via Discord or X Spaces. And this is the clip here of the Lugo gym. Short clip, but it shows the size, how big, good crowd. So this is once again the home of Nathan Lugo and Elijah Lugo. This is their gym. This was their first annual Lugo tournament, Georgia versus everybody. Malcolm, what up?
Yo.
What up?
Wait, shout outs to you, Ness. I'm very surprised you did the show today, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
You said what?
I'm surprised that you actually did a show today, cause I think all we had really was the Marv Nation card. Shout outs to Gabe Rosado with a KO body shot win. That was great. And I don't know if you've seen it, but there was actually a Kodo promotion card. My pop sent me the link. Like and I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, it was on YouTube.
I didn't realize there was any fights.
That shit got like 70,000 views on YouTube. Did good.
Yeah, the production was kind of, it was buffering at times, and it definitely wasn't the Wi-Fi. They can work on that, but yeah, I kind of liked it, man. And I like watching fights in Spanish. The commentary is just way better, especially when they get excited. Everything just sounds better. But shout out to those cards, man. I'm happy. Look, if you're getting Border Wars in Atlanta, that's cool. In terms of a home base too, and again, if you're saving and you don't got to spend that $2,500, that's a great thing. In terms of what Vega was saying about, the flying, I think that's kind of like, that is crazy work, but I guess he don't want to drive, because I remember that Johnny actually drove from, I forgot where, I think he's in
he drove from Orlando,
Florida.
He's like in Orlando, Kissimmee, and he drove to see Brian Norman. That's what I'm saying. That's a normal drive for Floridians. Vega, shout out Vega. I wouldn't spend the money.
Yeah, I hate flying. I can't stand flying. But if it's a short flight, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't like that jet lag. That shit takes me a couple days to just get over it. But if you can get it done in Atlanta, then shout outs to you. I just don't know how it is in the winter. Again, but if the money makes sense, then that's the good move, man. Actually, after it's funny. The day after Border Wars, my boy, he's a hardcore boxing fan. He was asking me. He's like, "Yo, are those Border Wars events lit? Like, are the fights good?" And I try to tell him, I'm like, "Look, the cards are great. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they're great cards. There's good fights. But the one thing I told him, man, I feel like this applies for everybody. It feels so much better when you're a community member because you know the backstories, you hear the people talking shit. So that was my way of kind of telling him, like, yo, you need to just listen to the show a little more. Because he definitely listens from time to time. But, once you really start to just listen to these callers and then just everybody else all the time, it just makes, like the Tip and Lobos, the CYP and Keem, it makes those fights better. You feel me? But, yeah, just two more things. I'm going to keep my call, pretty short and then I'm done. It's crazy how Michelangelo be talking crazy on all these other days, but I don't hear him on any Border War shows. I was waiting for him yesterday or the day before because, he was just calling everybody out. I think he called out like 5 or 6 people, and I'm still waiting for him to just call in, bro. So, like, if you want to just pop up today, that'd be great. But I really don't want to hear him call in or just be in the chat when we have like a regular show, you know what I'm saying, on a weekday. The shit don't make any sense to me. And before I get off, Ness, did you see Weapons? And I need to know if it's worth watching.
Nah, it ain't worth watching, bro.
Damn. Is Sinners better than that? Because Sinners was solid. Like I thought
Sinners
was
is better than that. Sinners is better than that. This movie is completely whack. I mean, yo, this is it's getting carried away how bad movies are, bro. Like, honestly,
yo, the ratings are crazy. Like, they got good ratings, and
bro. And again, the ratings were crazy for War of the Worlds. They didn't like the way that Ice Cube did it, and I think Ice Cube gave us a different approach. Tom Cruise's War of the World, is it Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible? Him. His War of the World is you're an actual person during the invasion. Ice Cube's War of the Worlds is you're an actual person who works for the government during the invasion. So people that say, oh, it's a lot of FaceTime, duh, he doing his motherfucking job and at the same time trying to save his family. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to see him leave the office because he's like, Big Brother, the eye in the sky. In terms of this movie, though, this weapons shit, bro, I mean, think about it. They call it weapons, right? They call it weapons. They never weaponized anybody. Did they do a little bit of voodoo here and there, like in Sinners, and make 1 or 2 people do some shit they didn't want to do? But to call it weapons...
Don't give out too much.
Man, I told y'all about that fucking spoiler shit. Listen, to call it weapons and nobody be weaponized is ass cheeks, bro. Like, you gonna say weapons, I'm expecting a dude or a kid or whoever you weaponize to actually, like, go take somebody out. It was more like some zombie shit. I'm trying to tell you, it's a mixture of like zombies and voodoo. The weaponizing is trash.
Shit I seen
trash.
Was fucking what was it? 28 years later, and I hated it. I couldn't stand that movie. I'm like, nah, this shit is not it.
I mean, I ain't mind 28 years later. I didn't like the story because it's like, you safe. Why you leaving? Why y'all?
He's trying to save his moms, man. He's trying to save his mom, dude.
No, before that, none of that would have. Think about it. None of that would have ever happened if they didn't let themselves evolve into the time.
Was it a rite of passage thing, though?
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
Exactly. But that's my point. You allowed yourself to evolve in this post-apocalyptic world. Well, now every 12-year-old boy has to have a rite of passage. No, that's stupidity. That's stupidity. Like, again, these movies are dumb. Like, that's stupidity. My 12-year-old son is going to go out there and show me he's a man. He can barely hold the fucking rifle. So now I take my 12-year-old son out there, and because of me and my stupid way of life and religion and fucking dumbass way of passage, he sees that there's civilization out here. And now he sees that there's a hospital that could save his mom. If he would have never seen that, he would have never want to leave. He would have never left. He snuck away because his father fucked up. They fucked up with that dumbass script. Just like Weapons. Weapons is a stupid script. It's stupid.
Yeah, I might have to fire stick it then. I'll probably fire
It's
stick
worth
it
a
and
fire stick,
complain
bro.
about it later.
Listen, it's worth a fire stick. I'm gonna tell you why. Because they also stole the cousin It or the clown. You know, the crazy looking clown.
Pennywise? Pennywise?
They stole that. So it's not Pennywise, but it's a old woman that looks exactly like him. I mean, they stealing, bro.
Oh,
The shit,
damn.
it's sad. It's sad, bro. It's sad. And
Stole
just
the
like the
whole
last
flow, word
movie,
for word, ball
just
for
like the
ball?
last movie, it took me to tell y'all that they stole that movie from the Banderas movie with you know, the Spanish people. I forgot the name now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When
Which
Sinners
film?
stole from Dusk Till Dawn. I told y'all that. Then the director
yeah.
went and did an interview and said, of course he was inspired by that. And this, I guarantee you, the motherfucker grew up on Pennywise. That grandma do look like Pennywise. She's Pennywise, bro. They corny. I hate when they steal. It's worth a fire stick, bro. It's worth a fire stick. I did it, so y'all ain't got to do it, bro.
Yeah, shout outs to you, bro. I'm like, yo, I gotta ask him this shit because I was just bored and I was watching those fights.
Again, bro, like, if I say a movie is named Weapons, what's the first thing come to mind?
I'm thinking niggas is shooting or somebody got some weapons attached to them. That's what I'm gonna think.
All right, well, don't expect none of that. None of that. There's maybe one gun scene, bro, and it's a fucking pistol. Oh, actually, two. The cop has a shotgun. Now, that's a funny scene.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a funny scene and a fucked up scene, too, boy, because you see that all the time. It's like, yo, do you got anything in your pockets? And the cop is asking you, and before he passes you down, bro, my man sticks his hand in the fiend pocket and literally gets stuck with a needle, and it busts his blue gloves, and he's bleeding, and you know everybody in the theater is thinking he got AIDS. It's over. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only crazy shit. Because then as soon as he sees the blood on his pointer finger, he just fucking left hooks the dude, bang, and puts him to sleep because he's like, he panicked, you feel me? But now he realized he got the body cam, he got the cop cam. But again, that's the only small good part. Like, the rest of that shit is so trash. So trash.
All right.
I'm looking over at my wife like, damn, this shit ain't over yet.
All right, good looks for that, Nuts. I don't want to keep on and then you just start saying more shit. Because I'm probably still going to watch it anyway, but I just want to be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, you got to, bro. Like, I do my own things, too. Like, people say a movie's whack. I got to see it for myself anyway. So, hey, do it.
Nah, that's facts. But, yeah, shout out to you. And whoever was a community member the other day, they were in the chat, and then they were saying something about how to jailbreak a fire stick. Just say something in the chat, and I'll try to message you on Instagram because I kind of know, you know what I'm saying, how to finesse all that. But I don't want to do too much of the regular chat. But shout outs to you, Ness. Right. Shout out to the TBV community. I'm going to keep tuning in, bro.
Bro, yeah, I got to stop believing Rotten Tomatoes, bro. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if an article comes out that they was taking money. I'm telling you, man. Listen, we could do a poll, man. We could do a poll. We got him, he's going. Let's get 9 more people. So we get a poll of 10 people that went to see the movie outside of myself, and we'll give it our own rating. I'm telling you, they capping on that 95, man. It's all the way cap. All the way cap. Like, maybe you're going to like it because in your mind, it's a new script. You haven't heard it or seen it before. But the title ain't got nothing to do with the movie. The title has nothing to do with the movie. OC, what up?
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Listen, Weapons. Is that shit at the movies or something, or that shit on the streaming service?
It's at the movies.
Oh, I ain't even seen that shit. I ain't even seen a preview for that shit then. But check it out. I watched that War of the World shit, that Ice Cube shit.
Yeah.
But I always turn it on like when I'm about to get ready for bed. After I done wind down and shit after work and all that, got ready for bed and shit. I turn that shit on. Bro, I always fall asleep on that shit. But for the shit I have seen though, I like it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I like it. That's just like like you just said, that shit got 0 score on Rotten Tomatoes. That's just like Superman Returns and shit. You know what I'm saying? They said that's the trashiest Superman movie ever. They don't even talk about that Superman movie. But I like that
I
shit
like
though.
that one
With
too.
Brandon,
You talking about the one when he had a kid?
yeah, Brandon, the one with Brandon
Yeah,
Routh. Yeah,
yeah, I
I
like
like
that
that.
one.
Me
That's what I'm
too, bro. I
saying,
like
bro.
that one. So,
Movies, you know, everybody's a critic, and
yeah,
we all
you're
gonna have
right.
different opinions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. So, yeah, I feel you on that. I'll be doing the same shit, bro. So, I'm just like, then what made me laugh about you the other day, because you was like, it be taking you 3 days to watch a movie and shit.
Hell yeah, I be falling
Hey,
asleep.
hey, hey, that's the same shit with me, dog. That shit be taking me forever to watch a movie, dog. Matter of fact, I was just turning on War of the Worlds right now until I got your little notification
Listen,
of the Border
if your
Wars. So,
movie good, I'm watching it right
yeah,
there. But if it's like, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? If it ain't a fire,
yeah,
fire, it's gonna put me to
yeah,
sleep.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna drag out. I'm gonna drag out on it, but I'm gonna keep doing it and keep doing it until I watch the full movie, and then it is what it is. But check this out next. I'm gonna give you props, bro, because I see you trying to line me up with plenty different opponents. That's all to the good, so we can lock in. Because I'm definitely trying to do.
Yeah, I think the
If
biggest
it's a
fight was
yeah,
is arguable. The biggest fight could be round one
yeah,
or Jose. Jose is kind of
yeah.
not
Listen,
remembered at this point, but he do bring the
right,
lineal belt, so it'll give you, you
right.
know, it's like you beating Tyson Fury.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. So I mean, if it's locked in Atlanta, that's a bet. I got people's down in Atlanta too. You know what I'm saying? People that some of my homeboys they used to be up here and they didn't start the little truck driving business and shit. They all moved down to Atlanta and shit. I got a lot of people down there, but yeah, I'm just waiting for the date, man. I'm waiting for the date and I'm waiting for the location to be locked in so I can get on my shit. I see you shooting for November 8th, so that's like I said before, I probably got like to the first 2 weeks of November. After that, I can't do nothing. So you
Yeah,
in the
well, that's
first
why
week
I
of
went.
November?
That's why I went first week of November. If you heard the last
Yeah, yeah,
yesterday's
yeah,
show,
yeah,
you know, I
yeah.
did it so that you can't give me no
Yeah,
excuse.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it ain't no excuse, bro. That's real life. It's my
Of
job though.
course, of
But
course. Well, that's why I'm
but um,
accommodating.
right, right, right. So it's cool though. So you know what I'm saying? I just need to know like officially that it's locked in, so I can go and hit my peoples up and be like, yo, I'm off on these days right here, and that's just that. But shit, I'm ready. I mean, whether it's round one, whether it's Canadian Jose, well, I think CYP and Adrian gonna do their thing, so that's off the table. Um, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to stay up at 180 no more. No, 190. I don't want to stay up there no more, man. I want to come on down. So if we can get this shit locked in, it's definitely give me plenty time to take care of the shit that I need to take care of so I can come in on weight this time and shit like that. Uh but yeah, man, this border war shit is fire, man. Like this shit been going strong for 2 weeks. Think about it, Ness. This shit been live for 2 weeks. You be trying to have these other shows and shit. Border Wars just come in and take over. So yeah, it's all good, man. Hey, listen, I got an idea though too. See how you got your little what you call that shit? When you make your little uh backdrop and you got the two fighters on there. What you call that?
The thumbnail?
Yeah, the thumbnail. Why you should like for Border Wars? You should start using our images and shit. Take the
Yeah,
little clips
we need
from
a professional photographer. The last time we had him was in Wisconsin when
yeah.
uh uh
Cause,
fuck it,
cause
George's
that is
wife did it. When George's wife did it,
uh
but remember she Adrian's dope deal, and I see you on the line. Adrian's
yeah,
dope
yeah.
deal with her was somehow they on her site, and you had to sign up to her site.
Uh,
And if you didn't sign up to her site, and I think there was even a
yeah,
fee, you couldn't get them. So,
yeah.
yeah, now we got to have
Uh,
a photographer. But again, that's another expense. You know, I got to decide
yeah,
what
yeah. I get what you're saying.
expenses
See, I didn't.
work.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't know that though. I'm saying though, I ain't know that. I thought you just be your little editor, just take clips and
Nah, you wouldn't be
just
able
put
to
it
get a
together like that.
professional. You need a high grade photo in order
Uh,
to get in order to Photoshop, because
oh yeah,
it'll
yeah.
just look bad. Because look, if you watching
Oh
this on your TV, that thumbnail,
yeah.
those dudes didn't lose quality. You know, because I
Yeah,
got
they
it right
did
now.
though.
I got it right now on a
Yeah, I got it on my
17-inch
TV.
monitor. I got it on a
Yeah.
27-inch monitor, and I got it on a 57, or this is 55 or 65, something like that. So
My
that
shit,
that don't
yeah, my
lose
shit is on
quality
it.
on neither.
It definitely lose quality because my TV on that picture I just posted, that's an 85-inch. So yeah, it looked good. That's what made me think of that shit. Like, man, that'd be hot if we start.
Yeah, no.
It just
I
like
actually got. I'm gonna do it now. I was just waiting.
yeah,
We got one. We got
yeah,
one. I'm just waiting for the actual town to be able to use it. But we got a picture
right.
of Spider Rico.
Oh, that's dope. Hey, so the Canadian Jose dude, what did he say though? Because I heard you say you tapped in with him on the sideline. What did he say? Did he say he was in for it or
Well,
what?
again, you know, Jose's a bit of a jokester, so I asked him, and he said,
Mm,
"ATL, damn, that is cool." And he put the cool emoji. He said, "I was being a troll. Um,
yeah.
tough to tell. Is OC good? Question mark. How old is he? And how much does he
Mhm.
weigh?" So I said, "He's
Yeah.
48 years old." He said, "Oh, he's an old man like us. Damn, close
Mm.
to being a senior citizen." So you know,
That's
he still
funny.
ain't say nothing like for sure. In terms of weight, you 193.
Yeah, but I don't want to stay up there though.
Yeah, but I'm just
That's the
saying he
thing.
fat too. That's the thing.
Fat is crazy. Right, right, right. Uh,
So he gonna look
I
at that
don't
like,
know.
okay, we in the same body shape.
Yeah, yeah. And see, the
Cause
thing
you
is
know he's
too. Go
selective,
ahead.
bro. He's selective. He trying to make sure he fighting dudes that got dad bods right along with him.
I mean, shit. I mean, okay, I get it, but yeah, I mean, whoever it is, though, I
He
just
did
want to
his young days.
what
That's why he fought Eric Cruz. Eric probably just now turning 32. You know he fought
for
a
real.
young
I,
dude.
I had seen the one Border Wars with dude when I guess he got hit in the back of the head and he quit or some shit. I don't know
Whoa, you gonna call it a quit?
what that was. A quit.
Bruh, you get
That
it,
was it.
first of all, the referee deemed it a
Wait,
disqualification, so he got to win.
wait. Oh, okay, but check this out though. And I watched it, and he didn't even really look like he got hit in the back of the head. To me, he was looking for a way about that shit.
Bro,
That's what I
that
seen.
was a rematch with Enrique.
I don't know.
And
Listen,
Enrique blew weight both times, bro. Like nobody ever talk about that. Enrique never made the
I don't
weight.
know. Listen. Listen. I
Look
don't
at
know who it
Vega talking
was.
about he definitely quit. Y'all better remember about Pritchard Cologne, man. Y'all out here making
Yeah, you're
judgments.
right. You're right. But check this out. I don't know who it was, and shout out to whoever it was in the Border Wars chat. They hit me on the sideline and was like, "Yo, this is how you seen." So this is how I got to go on YouTube and find him to see who he was and shit. But that's the only clip I
What?
seen is
That's
the
the
one.
only clip they showed you is him falling from a
N-
knockdown that
No,
was an illegal
yeah,
blow.
but that's the Border Wars that they had sent me. That's how I found him. They didn't, whatever other fights he may have,
So you
shit.
ain't seen none of the other ones.
No, I don't. So I
Yeah, but
mean,
I mean,
shit. Send
you
me the
got to
link.
use his name and the title to search the other ones. But
Did though, but bro, I don't.
he fought Cruz, man. He took the belt from the champ.
Tiny Seuss, I got you, bro. You gonna
He took
definitely
the
see
belt.
more
He
punches.
took the belt from the champ, and Cruz was considered a puncher. Cruz knocked
Right.
down Zach.
Yeah.
Cruz used to call out Enrique. Enrique never gave him the fight. I
Right.
think Cruz fought Ant. Nah, yo, listen. Jose is just hard to negotiate with, but he got
Why?
he got decent wins. He beat Enrique twice
What's so hard to negotiate with him about?
because he's a fucking weirdo. I don't really, I
He
mean,
said you're
like
weirdo. Hey, listen.
it's like dealing with Alex Vega times 10. Like you see how I'm asking Alex who you
God
want.
damn.
No, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying from this standpoint, it's like you see I'm
You,
asking Alex who he
you,
want, and he ain't
yeah,
really saying.
yeah.
Well,
He don't say. He
Jose
never
might
say
tell
either.
you. Jose might
He
tell
never
you
say.
and just never
Mm,
answer. You feel me? Like he could have
mm.
been told me like, yeah, I'll take that fight. But look,
And listen, and listen.
I'm gonna have to go back to him again.
Okay, cause check this out. Listen, because I lost, bro, and I'm good with that. I'm cool with that. Because I lost, whoever it is, I let them niggas y'all do that A side shit. I let these niggas have the A side shit. Only thing I want to throw in there is the weight part, though. If we can come down, let's come down, man. I don't want to be that close to 200 shit, 180, I don't want to do that shit, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I don't even like that shit, bro. You know what I mean? I be so hard on myself. I just fucked up this time with Forbes, and like I start off good, and then I fall off, bro. And you know what I mean? I had one cheat meal, two cheat meals, and then I'm just be like, fuck it, I got plenty of time. But I don't like that. I don't like that high weight, bro. I hate that shit. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I don't like that
I
shit.
mean, honestly,
If anything,
you might be
go ahead.
more, you know, you might have more of an opportunity getting fights at that weight, bro, because of your age, right? Like,
I
look,
hate that. Yeah, I get
look at
it. I
Jose.
hate that
Jose
shit.
is in your weight class and in your height. Now, if you would have been 165, that probably
Yeah.
can't happen. Now, don't get me wrong. Jose fought Ant, I think.
Mm,
He fought somebody because I remember he weighed in real. He was in great shape. He got like a weigh-in video where he banging on his chest. Like again, when he
right.
take it serious, he's serious. And you
And
know he
that's why
gonna
I'm
bring
saying
people. He gonna do ring walks. He gonna have an outfit.
next, next. That's why I'm saying like that's why I'm saying like what is the negotiation with him like? Because if I gotta holler at him, I
It's
can
like
holler at him
Alex
too.
said. He a diva, man. But look,
uh,
Alex just said if Jose
yo,
actually shows up, he got you. So.
if he actually shows up, so what? He be pulling out though?
Oh, and that's the thing. Well, he just said, man, this guy got 14 fights. He's damn near Floyd.
Who said that?
How many losses you got now? 6 losses?
Yeah, I got like 6 losses though, bro. Listen, listen. I got a lot of fights, dog. Cause listen, when I first started this boxing shit, like I say, bro, I like to fight. So my coaches that I had, they really wasn't coaches. They just want the money. Come sign up to the gym, right? So I like just jumped in fights. Like even though I didn't know shit really and shit like that, bro, I used to just jump in fights and jump in fight until I got with my coach that I'm with now, bro. My first 5 fights, bro, I lost them shits. You know what I'm saying? I never got knocked out or never got stopped, but it was always split decision loss. Remember, bro, I'm a fighter. I fight from the street. I'm a fighter, so it never was no quit shit. But I didn't know no type of skill, technique, offense, defense until I got with my coach now. And then when I got with my coach now, you know what I'm saying? I went on like a seven fight win streak, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Just these last 2 fights I lost. But yeah, so it is what it is, man. I listen. I ain't got no shame in my wins or loss. I just like boxing, bro. I like the technical part of it. So, you know, uh, dog said this ain't helping OC. Man, Vega, I don't be giving a fuck about that shit. I just want motherfuckers that want to fight, bro. Just you want to fight, you want to fight, you want to be in border wars. Let's be in border wars. Let's do this shit. Give us some shit to talk about. Like my homie told me, this shit is on record, on
I mean,
record, on video.
listen.
Well,
Like I said yesterday, I'm everybody's manager. I'm everybody's advisor. I'm everybody's promoter. If round one get his book, I would most
yeah.
definitely tell you go that route.
Yeah,
Until
I
Jose,
want.
because
You know what? Listen.
Jose was one of them dudes that you could certainly count on. He gave us 4 fights.
Yeah,
He's 4-0. He's
yeah.
traveled from Canada 4 times to do this. So he was
Damn.
definitely a reliable person. But he's got that point in his career now where it's been impossible to get him back. So I would
Right.
say if round one gets his book, then yes,
Uh-huh.
go with round one.
Not only get his book, but
Because
take
these
the
guys,
necessary tests he had too.
well, I mean, you can't get the book without the EKG.
You can get the book.
No,
You can get the
no,
book.
no. Don't
Yes,
let
you
these,
can.
listen to me.
Ness.
Don't let them fool you.
No.
All they could
Ness.
get is the
Ness.
number. They ain't gonna
No.
have, all
Ness.
right, tell me,
Ness.
teach me,
Ness. Listen to me. Okay, I'm finna tell you, right? I'm finna tell you. Listen, bro. Listen. All you got, you can go on USA Boxing. You can pay for your book. Your book is gonna be valid, and then within that on your profile, it's gonna say doctor's physical needed, and you gotta upload it. Your book can be valid and everything. You can have all that shit and everything. Listen, bro, I didn't even have a printout of my EKG. My EKG. When I see the commission, I just brought it up on my phone, and she synced it like, okay, you good to go. So your book can be valid, but you can't move forward. You can't participate in the event if you don't have that test done. But
Yeah.
your book can be valid. Yeah, your book can be valid. You can because all it is renewing your book, bro. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but you do got to go take your little test and shit like that. But listen, I roll with the round one on the strength because he be on the show, bro. You might as well say this like a co-host. Me
No,
being a co-host or whatever the
I
case.
met round one. I mean, I met Jose. Obviously, I've been knowing Jose for 10 years.
Yeah,
This is what I'm saying. I defend Jose because he sponsored the show.
yeah.
He's helped tremendously, and these guys undervalue someone flying from Canada 4 times to do this.
No, that's dope, though.
That's
No, that's dope.
expensive,
That's dope.
expensive,
That
expensive.
definitely,
Remember
it
that
definitely is.
his money is already less than ours anyway.
Right, right, right.
So,
That's dope though. Like shit. I mean, you got a motherfucker. You got a motherfucker crossing over the border versus motherfuckers who here that won't even cross state lines to do some shit.
but it's like I said, I also respect everybody's opinion because obviously he's gone from,
Yeah.
4-0 Jose to where the fuck is Jose? But look, I got other
Right,
callers
right,
over
right.
here. Let me
Okay, do your thing.
you
Oh
know it.
man. Yep, yep.
Appreciate you.
Yep, yep. Yes, sir.
Adrian. Oh, the hell. Come back. Come back. What up?
Hey, what's going on, Ness, man? Congratulations on you get Atlantis for sure, right? November 8th. You just looking at the details?
I mean, I wouldn't say for sure, but it is like they was about to take my money for the date yesterday, and then the guy was like, "Hold on, let me see, can I get you the venue?" So it's definitely looking like it's gonna be Atlanta November 8th. I was trying to pay yesterday. Again, we just held off because of the options on the venue.
Yeah, that's important. No, you definitely need to have a venue to put in for your sanctioning, so that's legit. But no, that's what's up, man. I was in the gym with Luna for 3 hours yesterday. Shit, I'm ready, man.
So he's traveling, or just you?
Nah, man, Luna. Hey, as long as you give him enough heads up, I mean, you got to realize he's a prison guard, bro. So he
Oh
be
wow,
working.
he's a fucking corrections officer. That's amazing. See, that's what I want my
Yeah,
son to do. This guy. Oh man, shout out to him, bro. That's dope. I
Yeah,
had
so I
no
mean,
clue. He looks so
his like
young.
training schedule is crazy because, bro, like them corrections officers, like
Yeah, he
if
taking
someone
that
doesn't show
OT.
up, he doing 16-hour shifts. Like he came in the gym yesterday. I was in there training, and he showed up because they let him off early, and then we got some training in. But yeah, nah, he really works hard, man. That's why I said like, going pro is a dream for him. You know what I'm saying? Like he idolizes Canelo. He wants that type of career. So, you know what I mean? Like he's really working at it.
We
And he's
got we got to work on
definitely
that
he's
chin. Put that
definitely
chin down.
he's grown. He's got money to travel, and if you give him time, to take off, we can definitely make it happen. 'Cause I'll be honest with you, man. It's like to go and do it, man. I want to bring some of my guys to make the trip worth it. You know what I mean? Like for us to
I mean,
get
but isn't
to
that gonna
another.
make it more expensive for you? If you got to bring the
I
guys
mean, bro.
too.
I mean, I would be bringing the adults. I mean, if you can't pay your own way, you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
we can probably get some sponsors if we go as a team. But I'm talking strictly the adults. I
So what
mean,
you
if
thinking,
Cam
Louis?
Moreno was gonna come fight,
Okay.
obviously he can afford it. You know what I mean? Like
You
his
think
dad.
so he's back? He's back in the gym?
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't seen him since
Border Wars.
since Sport Wars. Yeah, I mean
Damn.
that was a tough loss, but I mean at the end of the day, as a coach, I told him he needed to train 110%, and he trained I will say at like 80. I told him what was on the line. His name was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like the lights were gonna be bright, and what happened happened. I
Yeah, man,
mean,
bounce
it's
back,
just
bounce back. I mean, listen,
it-
if he wants it, which I would not recommend it. Like I just told OC, I'm everybody's promoter, I'm everybody's advisor, I'm everybody's manager. But if they want it, the rematch is there because Romeo said they
I
traveling.
won't lie, man. Like the fights that Fernando's lost in the past, he always gets it back in blood. It's like what motivates him. When someone beat him, he gets mad about it, and then he really locks in. So I don't know. I haven't seen him, but more than likely, if history proves itself, like I seen him get amped up because he was out of shape, and we went to a sparring session, and a dude he usually gets the better of got out on him. Bro, he trained like a beast in the next fight. He was supposed to fight that kid, but he ended up getting another kid from their gym, and he won fighter of the night. The ass whooping he put on him. You know what I'm saying? So it is. I see him bounce back all the time. You know, but that was a tough one. I'm sure he'll bounce back. You know, I hope
Adrian,
they'll come down there if that works for us.
Adrian,
So yeah,
Sean Jones is asking, are you bringing Max to fight him off a 4-year layoff? Even though I'm
I
working on
mean,
the Maestro fight for Sean also, just in
I
case.
mean, I'll be honest. As long as it works with these guys' work schedules, I mean, Max has pro dreams. Max fought the Golden Gloves heavyweight champion for his first fight ever. That was his first fight, and he fought the Golden Gloves heavyweight champion in Wisconsin. So you know what I mean? Like he's with the action, and he came to the gym right there on Monday, smiling and shit. Like, damn, it's like
Nice.
I forgot everything I knew how to do, and I said, "Yep, that's your first fight," and I put you in tough, knowing that there's a good possibility you're gonna lose. Like, I don't know. I'm a different kind of coach. Like, I'm not just gonna fucking soft serve and spoon feed you. If you want to box, you want to box. You came to challenge yourself. So I mean, I'm sure Max is down, most definitely.
Well,
But
you got to talk to
that's
him.
his
You got to
work
talk
schedule.
to
I
him.
can't. What's up?
Like I said, no, we on the same page. I said you got to talk to him. You got to talk to him.
Yeah, I mean he's a grown ass man, so I can't speak for him until I speak to him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean most of my guys are all down. If coach goes, they're down to go, and you know what I'm saying we're not like that. Come on, Ness, I've shown up to how many border wars? I mean, come on, Canadian Jose called me out in Florida, then he ducked me.
No,
You
nobody's
know.
doubting you. I didn't know that the kids or the team was a thing. I didn't know you was gonna travel with. I thought because again,
Oh, bro,
it's
we
easier to
traveled.
depend on you versus the whole team.
Right,
It's a
right.
lot
I
of moving
mean, when we go
parts.
places, I mean, we travel, obviously this would be traveling for me to fight, but when we travel, man, we've
And
traveled
again,
7,
wait a
10,
minute, wait
11
a minute.
hours away as a team.
But wait a
We
minute.
get
I
the money
thought you did.
together and make it happen.
You confusing me though because you said you didn't want to do it because like you didn't want to do it in Wisconsin because you have to coach and you wouldn't
Well,
want to
listen,
coach
bro,
and
in
fight.
Wisconsin, I'm running the event. You got to realize it's not just
Okay, so you're
my
saying you can
fighters
still
meet.
train and no, I mean you can still be a trainer and fight because you're not running the event.
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm
Got you.
saying? Like, hey, listen, who do you think's going to be in my corner? My guys, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I? You
Okay.
know? It
Okay.
makes more sense that way. Then I got an automatic built-in corner, you know?
Yep. 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 Yep.
So I mean, like I said, man, we back in the gym. I never leave the gym, you know what I mean? But like having focus and purpose makes it a lot different for me. So I'm at 185. So that's perfect. As long as he don't go over 200, that'll put us in the 15-pound range.
You mean CYP?
Yeah. Who else?
No. No one else. No one
Like,
else.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be
I
honest with
didn't
you.
know you want him at 215. That's a lot of weight, bro. You
No,
smaller than
no,
him,
no, no.
fam.
I'm 185, right?
Yeah.
Now look up the Masters rules
But
for
what was
weight.
his last
All
fight?
I have to all we have to be is within 15 pounds of each other. So if I'm 185, he can come in at 200. That all we gotta
Yeah, it
do
is.
is
It is
what
15 pounds. I got it pulled up too.
yeah. So all
That's
we gotta do is
that's
be
crazy
within
though.
15.
Yeah, but I
I
think
just
again, man, I'm
go ahead.
everybody's manager. I'm everybody's promoter. I'm everybody's advisor. I think you need to agree on a weight. Given the 15-pound weight allowance, that's too much, bro. That's too much, bro. Yo, he's already bigger than you, champ. You wildin'.
Everybody's bigger than me, bro. Come on, you've met me in person. But I'm strong, bro. Like I'm solid though.
Yeah, but
Think
that's
about it.
cool.
I'm
But you
185 and solid.
listen.
I'm athletic, bro. Like I'm not like a 41-year-old who's like decrepit. I'm out here running miles. I work out every day, Ness. You
I'm
know what I'm
just
saying?
saying.
Like I
I'm just
really
saying.
live this shit.
I'm just
And I
saying.
spar, dude.
200.
Bro,
Look, listen,
I'm
listen.
banging
He
out with
already
Chino.
said
Come on, bro.
he already said that 185 is his optimal weight. So why not just make 185 both of y'all? You let
Yeah,
him come in
that's
at
cool.
you let him come in at
I'm good.
200.
I'm
I
good
don't
with
know.
that.
That's
Let him
crazy.
come in at 185, and then I can train really hard, and I don't care about coming in at like 170. Because, bro, the second I really turn up, I'm gonna lose weight. Like I'm telling you right now, when I sit on the scale, I'm at 185. That's not taking, you know what I'm saying? That's not taking into account putting my training into overdrive. Like not just, working out, you know what I'm saying, on cruise control. This is, working out with a purpose
Yeah.
is different. You know what I mean? So once I start working out with a purpose, 5 pounds is going like right away, unless I eat a lot. That's why I said, you know, it is what it is. Cause I get it. He's the perceived A side because he a good character. You know what I'm saying? He a nice little character. He's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. He gonna be perceived as the A side. I mean, I just want to punch the nigga in the mouth. I really don't give a fuck. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? I just leave it at that. You know, we've had our words back and forth. I mean, I'm not really much for that. We just gonna see each other one way or another, man. I get it. I dislike him. He dislikes me. It is what it is. So, I mean, whatever. Make him come in at 185. If that's his optimal weight, perfect. Because then I can go down to like 175 where my optimal weight is at.
So you want to be
And then
lighter than him. Your goal is just to be lighter.
my goal is to be at the weight that I box the best at. Where I maintain the most power with the most speed. That's my goal.
Which is 175 in your opinion.
Yeah. 175, I'm carrying a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little lighter on my feet. You know what I mean?
What did you weigh? Like what did you weigh in the Pittsburgh fight? That was your win, right? What did you weigh in that?
168. 16. Remember, dude had me lose 20 pounds in 1 month. Remember, Dan the Man, he was like 10 years younger than me or some shit. But then he told me that I wanted to fight him at like 175 or 180. And then he told me that, 168 was the biggest he could get. So I lost like 20 pounds in 4 weeks. And I met him right at that weight. So it would be a fair fight. I'm not like that, you know?
Well, let me
You
get
know,
to
I think,
Chad here,
yeah,
man. He's been waiting, but good to hear that you coming out with the whole team, man. Good to hear. We can
yeah, I
use the
mean,
support.
I gotta make it worth it. Like I told you, Ness, the only thing that would bar me from coming from Border Wars is boxing business. If there's a pro fight where I'm gonna make a couple G's, I'm gonna get my money though. I love Border Wars, I love y'all, but I don't love y'all more than I love my money.
You ain't supposed to.
All right, brother. Yeah, get to the next person.
You the man. Chad, Canada.
Hey, Ness, you got me?
We got you.
Nice. Beautiful day up here. I'm just outside doing some stuff, listening. I could have listened to Adrian talk for another half hour. Um, he's super highly educated guy in the sport, and everything he talks about, I relate. I understand it. I relate to it. I relate to what fighters go through just from seeing my own sons and seeing all the guys around them and their teams and coaches and gyms. But one thing I want to say, well, first of all, I totally understood Adrian's point about matching up. Remember, he was talking about the heavyweight he had and matching the guy up real hard for his first fight. And I appreciate a coach that has that kind of philosophy, that wants to challenge their fighters. But also, it really depends on the fighter for that, because some guys, you put them in too hard, I've seen guys,
Not come back.
even if before, yeah, exactly. They don't like, they'll just leave. They just leave in the night, you never hear from them again. Sometimes, and I think a lot of it goes to my other point, and that's just that a lot of guys, they only look at things in terms of winning and losing. And I understand that for a fighter. I mean, it's important to a fighter. I'm not going to take that away from any fighter. But, like, look at a guy like Tip, for example. He lost against Lobo, but in my opinion, he did what was more important than winning or losing. He gave an exciting fight. Like, I've taught my boys from the start, like, obviously they want to win, but I've always told them, like, what's more important is you leave everything in the ring and you have an exciting fight. That's what people remember more than anything. That they remember that banger they watched. They might not remember who won, who lost. They remember, oh yeah, that guy, he was in that great fight I watched. That's what's about. Like, I feel like if the fighter puts everything out there and gives an entertaining fight, that's what's important. Because watching two guys wander around in the ring, hardly throw, whatever the situation is, a boring fight. I mean, who gives a shit who wins that fight? I don't. I couldn't care less. In a really hot fight with amateurs, you respect the loser. Sometimes maybe you might even respect the loser more than the winner when it's a really good fight, if it's close enough. It's that type of fight where people see it one way or the other. So I just want to put that message out to all the fighters that are listening, and maybe some of the coaches too, because I can see that a lot of guys they're doing amateurs, they're doing 3 rounders, they're starting off in the amateur, but they're approaching it like a pro. They want to know who their opponent is before they fight him, so they can look at some film. They're stacking up their losses against their wins. But the real way that amateurs supposed to go is lots of fights, fighting frequently and often, and any losses you sustain, they should get buried in your wins. So when you look at some of the greatest amateur records from the greats like Loma and De La Hoya, you'll see 300 wins. Well, maybe Loma is, forget about Loma, but usually you'll see maybe 150 wins to like 15 losses. Like, the losses come, they happen. He was talking about, I think, was it Treese that was on? I think it was Treese. I didn't hear the beginning of the call. It sounded like Treese talking about his first 5 fights, that he lost his first 5 fights, like basically not really knowing what he was doing. Was that Treese?
I don't know.
I think it was Treese. It sounded like him, but regardless, there was a call or a few calls back, and he said he was in a gym where they just wanted the dues and they weren't really putting the work in to train him, but he wanted to get in the ring regardless, and they let him, and he lost his first 5 fights. Well, I mean, so again, we go back to Adrian. So yeah, he's challenging his guys, but he's preparing them properly. Like, that's a janky gym that takes your dues and doesn't give you any preparation. A gym like that, they probably want you to spend more money to have one-on-one with their trainers. They're not going to show you nothing. They let you use the gym, but they don't show you nothing. That's a janky gym, and that's not how gyms are supposed to be. That's not how clubs are supposed to run. And really, if they're representing your club, you should want the guys to be skilled and prepared to win, at least have the skills to try and win. I hate hearing stories like that. One thing that really irritates me with gyms is when they let guys come in and they throw them in to start sparring like right away, without giving them any skills, without showing them nothing, man. To me, a good gym, when a guy comes in green off the street, maybe if the guy's working hard and he's got some natural ability, 5-6 months, then he's ready to start sparring. But you got to start at the beginning, man. You got to start, like, all these guys, I get it. They come in, they're excited, they want to spar, they want to fight. And that's where you need a good coach to say, whoa, like, okay, let's start here, man. Let's start here. Show me a jab. Show me this. Let's do some footwork. Like, I think getting in there too soon is a problem. It's a problem for the sport at large. Like, that's why it's important for the gyms to do the right things, give everyone the right mindset, the right approach, and when those guys leave that gym, they take that wherever they go. They don't become a burden to the sport with stupid ideas about what it is to be a boxer, what it is to be in a gym, and all of it, all of that. But anyway, look, that's just me ranting, bro. But I just wanted to say to all the fighters, really, is like, yeah, you want to win. I get it. And especially when you're traveling and putting up your own money. I mean, you got to win. You're going there to win. But remember, keep that in mind too, man. Bring in that heat, excitement to the ring. If you don't get the win, that's okay too, man, because your name will ring out still. Your reputation gets out there as just a solid, strong fighter. And believe me, in the long run, if you stay in boxing, that will serve you a lot better than how many wins and losses you have. No one's thinking about that. When your name comes up, no one knows your record. Like, oh, he's got this many losses and wins. No, they'll just know, oh, shit, yeah, I watched that guy fight. Yeah, he's a badass. This, that. So keep your eye on the prize, guys. And that's kind of all I wanted to say, Ness. I'll go back to listening. Hopefully more guys, hopefully more fighters be calling in. And I'm loving listening to everyone talk, man. Thanks, Ness.
Appreciate it, champ. Appreciate it. Look forward to eventually having your sons fight on it. We had Angelo Huracan. What's his last name, bro? What's Angelo's last name? but he fought. He was a Canadian amateur, and he fought on our Border Wars as well. But last call for callers. Last call for callers. If you're trying to call in now, is the time. We're talking Border Wars and the very strong possibility Border Wars 17 heading to Atlanta, looking like a date could be of November 8th. So we wanted to put the bug out there, see what you guys think, and try to figure it out. V Dash, man, don't be embarrassed. Come on back, man. Come on back. You know, look, now we come into your city and you probably beating yourself up about ducking out and skating off with that bread that my man Tech gave you. Yo, the only way out of that is just to come on back, bro. Suck that up. Come on back. We coming to your city. You can't be disappearing. That's crazy. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up then. No more callers. We'll play the Mozzie. Oh, I was about to say we'll play the Mozzie till we get one. Jay August, what up?
What up? Sound check.
Good.
Hey, good morning, man. Appreciate the show. Yo, so Atlanta's the next Border Wars. First off, I'm a big fan of Border Wars, so let me just say that. Salute to Border Wars. My sons are big fans of Border Wars. I'll be coming home to ask, Dad, we're gonna watch the kids boxing. We're gonna watch the kids boxing. I got my sons watching it, and you and Two Tone going off. My wife's like, tell him to stop cursing so much. I'm like, man, I can't do that. You think that you the first person to tell him that? I'm sure everybody told him to stop cursing so much, but I just wanted to say, big fan of Border Wars, and if it's Atlanta next for sure, I'm gonna try to pull up. I'm in South Florida, so Atlanta's not that far away.
Bet. Yeah, man. It's looking like it could be Atlanta, man. They came through with some great options, and they sound like they could lock in a date for us. So yeah, we putting out the fillers, man. Seeing how you guys feel.
Oh man, if my vote counts, I'm voting for Atlanta. I know you've had difficulties with Florida, but if
Yeah,
Atlanta, if you can get Atlanta, I could try to do my part. So that's going to be this year,
yeah. This will be November 8th if all goes well.
November 8th. All right, and they're always on Saturday, right?
Always
They're
on
always on the
Saturday.
weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. That I can make that work. I'm Monday through Friday, so Saturday. That's cool. That's on the weekend, but it's a drive. It's a drive. I'm not gonna lie. It's like a 7-hour drive where I'm from
Yeah.
in Florida.
Yeah, now that's what it was for me from my house in Florida to Atlanta. I don't
Oh
think
shit!
that's bad.
What part of Florida you live in?
Sarasota.
Sarasota. Okay, that's west. That's west coast of Florida. That's like Tampa area.
Exactly. I'm about an hour
Okay.
20 from Tampa.
Okay, I got two brothers that live in Lakeland. That's not that far from
Okay.
you.
One of
Yeah.
our border wars was the hotel that we was partnered with in our ceremonial weigh-in and press conference was in a hotel in Lakeland, and we fought in Plant City Pro Box.
Oh, that's fine. Why you can't do that again?
Bro, because Florida's janky, man. But they just fired everybody. The whole, not the whole, but a lot of the USA boxing in Florida got cut off, and now Colorado is superseding. They got to wait to do new votes. I mean, we're going to eventually be in Florida. My goal, is in 12 months to have my own facility in Florida, man. I'm not going to be borrowing shit no more.
Okay. Well, I mean, I hope that happens soon, bro. That'd be fine. I would love to be able to sign up and compete for sure.
You
But
got it.
I'd have to get a boxing book, a USA boxing book.
Yes, sir.
How long that usually take?
You could do
The
that on,
process of that.
you could do that online right now, and then the second phase would be your physical that you need to upload to them. But you could pay the fee right now, upload your picture right now, and get a virtual book right now. You just need to make that book official by getting the physical, and then it would be done.
All right, well, man, I appreciate it, man, and shout out to you, and appreciate the efforts that you put in these amateur border war show.
For sure, champ. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Yeah, man. We gon' shift. We're gonna shift the priorities, and instead of that DR spot, we're gonna have to get this Florida gym popping, man, because I don't be liking asking people for shit. We need our own spot, do our own thing. And once I got my own facility, then I can pull my own dates and rub elbows with all the USA boxing people in Florida the way you need to be. You know, versus always having to go through somebody. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I've already said, I'm converting motherfuckers. You see, that's gonna be a new book right there. Like, I'm literally making dudes get their book, and a lot of my audience is 25 and up getting their book. Where USA Boxing, yeah, they get amateurs and they get kids, but I'm bringing life to the Masters division and to that middle age before the Masters, 25 to 35. They got to realize that. Every show I do, people not buy, but sign up to be a USA Boxing, and they make books.
What up, Ness?
I phrased that wrong. I guess they don't make books, but you know what I'm trying to say. What up?
Hey, man. So I hopped on the show a little late. So it's saying that ATL is most likely going to be the spot for the next Border Wars.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not counting Caputillo out just yet, but ATL has definitely facilitated just about everything I need. I mean, for starters, there's no need for an ambulance, only a doctor, so that's a huge savings.
Does LA require an ambulance? Or California?
Far as I know, yes.
Okay. And are you going to have to pay for the doctor, or is that like someone volunteering to?
You always gotta pay for the doctor unless you can find a volunteer.
Well, like that's what happened in Wisconsin, correct?
Yeah, but in Atlanta, It looks like they charging.
Okay.
Again, not to say you can't find a volunteer, but we would have to talk to them, see what's the process of using a volunteer doctor and what's required from that doctor.
Would it be easier to find doctors or even ambulance, but mostly doctors, like if let's say a small percentage of the proceeds go to some kind of charity or something like that, that would entice.
I don't know. You would have to, again, talk to the doctor that would be willing to do it pro bono because you told them that it's a partial charity event. It's never going to come backwards. You're never going to be a partial charity event and be giving proceeds to a charity and then a doctor's just going to walk up. You're still going to have to tell them what you're doing in order to get a pro bono from them.
Or even like not even if some of the proceeds go to charity, but like maybe like you shout out, you like sponsor a certain charity or a local foundation or something like that. Maybe that would entice certain local doctors anywhere to volunteer for the day, for that event. Like, oh, shout out,
I mean, those phone calls could be made
while it's live. You know what I mean?
Those phone calls could only be made once we got the date. And again, the reason they didn't want me to pay for the date is because when you pay for the sanction, it's supposed to say the location. So because we're still, weighing out the options on locations, we didn't pay for the sanction. But once you got the sanction and you have the date and then you have the venue, then you can call for doctors to see do they want to volunteer on said date that's actually registered with USA Boxing in said location. Right now, you're going to be like, hey, doc, I mean, look, we're having an amateur show. I don't really know what date it is. I don't really know what location, but I just wanted to see, could I get you on board as a potential voluntary for the day? Like, it's not going to work. You got to do things properly.
I got you. So what's up with Capultillo? He's not calling you back. He's not answering your questions, or what's happening?
No, not at all. It's just he's
Or
got
is
a.
just ATL just more enticing?
No, it's not that it's more enticing. It's just he's got to get a date from the LBC in LA. Atlanta, I'm talking directly to the dude that approves the dates.
Oh, okay.
So,
That
they
makes
just were
sense.
able to connect me. I'm connected with Capotillo, but is he connected with USA Boxing? The people in Atlanta connected me with the Atlanta USA Boxing.
I see. So when do you think you're making a decision here?
I gotta hear back from Capotillo. I still haven't talked to the guy Sonny. I texted him this morning. I didn't see anything back. I guess he don't work Sundays, But yeah, I text Sonny from AZ. I don't want to rule out AZ yet either. You can never
Yeah,
rule out
you got
anything.
Emily, right? Well, where's
Well,
Emily? What happened with that?
Emily's not available till December. Her gym isn't going to be officially open till December, so she can't do anything until December, which means now we have to get another venue and use someone else to pull the sanction. Remember, there's no such thing as a 51 state sanction. There's you can't. I can't be in Florida and have a local boxing club registered and also have one in Vegas and in New York. So you always got to go through somebody. So that's who I know is Emily. So now we also know Coach Allen, who had Jacob Deonda. He already spoke to his local club, and they did the Florida shit. They told him there's no more dates for this year to apply for a date next year. So I told him, go ahead and put in one, see if you could get one for the first quarter, because I know we still want to do that over there.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Emily, man, opening up her own gym. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So she's PR for David Benavidez.
Correct.
And several fighters. She does local club events.
But she's
with,
bigger than
Ben
that.
Soul, right?
Yeah, I was about to say that. She's bigger than that. She was doing
and,
club events and everything. Like she does her thing.
And
shout out to
her.
her.
She's a matchmaker also, right?
She does it all.
Yeah, shout out to her. She's been putting in work, and you know what? Like she tweets out, like how hard it is to work with fighters. Like, oh well, I don't have my medicals, or
it's super difficult.
Canceling last minute and
super
all this
difficult,
shit, and that
bro.
fucks up her events and all that shit. So
super difficult to deal with these guys. Everybody turns into a diva. Everybody's an A-side. Everybody wants 2 hotel rooms or 3 hotel rooms, 4 flights. They want to have 3 people in their corner. They need a ticket for their girlfriend and their girlfriend's mother. Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And same shit with you, with your events. People like pulling out and all this shit, like kind of last minute, and that kind of fucks up your event. Like who wants to watch and who's gonna go,
late minute pullouts is what really hurts, and then the community members that pull out. Like, look, this one did. I don't know what. Let me check. I think we did 16,000 views maybe on this last one, and that's because we're at 16,030, and I'm sure it would have did more. We would have had the Big Bay and Alex fight for sure.
Big Bay 2K,
of course. Of course, that fight right there would have done more views. What else did we lose? I mean, we lost so many. That's just one of the big ones. It's hard to even remember. I hate thinking of the negative shit. So somebody would have to tell me in the chat. I can't think of what else we lost, but we lost so many. It was just, look, we lost Tyron versus, who the fuck Tyron was fighting? They both was calling it. Oh, Tyron and V-Dash. V-Dash was promoting the fight. He got a sponsorship from Tech. Tyron was calling in. Then Tyron has a fire. V-Dash dips off with the bread. We lost that fight. What else did we lose, bro? Who knows?
Rocky and Chino.
Rocky and fucking Chino. That was the That's what ruined us.
That was the one that was going to be the ticket sales.
That was going to be the ticket seller. Rocky Chino was selling 50 tickets, so that right there was crazy. And he was, going to be the main event. Rocky pulled out. Chino fell out. We couldn't even find him a replacement because he's Masters. I mean, again, and that's what 2-3 fights, bro. You know how many fights we lost? This shit should have been an easy 30,000 viewed event, bro. If we would have had everybody, we had a really solid card before the pullouts and the BS. It would have been a really good rewatchable card. Like, look, the Tip Lobo's getting rewatched. That's like Lomachenko Haney. It's getting rewatch. But Big Bay
especially
2K,
with Two-Tone and his homies.
Big Bay 2K and Alex, that would have got rewatched a lot. That would have got rewatched a lot.
And what else? How many views did I mean, I haven't looked at it, but the last Border Wars event with CYP on it.
Pretty sure that one it cracked the 20. Let me find it.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah, no, that's the most watched. He holds the title, man. He holds the title.
Shit. Shout out CYP Cali. But what happened with I know you guys talk every here and there about like, hey, like CYP has a big beautiful gym and all this. Like, have you guys ever had
I
serious
talked to
talks
him
about it in behind the scenes? Or?
Yeah, we talk. At the moment he's doing some other stuff where he just can't, do the gym thing. Okay. But it could potentially be something in the future.
I don't know. Maybe you gotta. I mean, I don't live in Oxnard anymore, man. But that is a big boxing community.
Nah, I spoke to Robert, bro. I spoke to Robert. He said
Robert don't live there no more, though.
No, but I know. But he got a better, beautiful gym wherever the fuck he's at. I spoke to him. He said, yeah, but we got to get on the phone, and it's just so many details. You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as like, yeah, I would love to do it with you. I need to get on the phone and talk now and tell you, okay, this is my normal operating cost. What can you cut off of this operating cost? Well, I got the gym and the ring. Well, God damn it, that's a great cut right there. Do we require ambulance in your area? Because it's Riverside, California. It could be different. Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, fuck. Now we got $2,500 back on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I got to have a conversation with him. And he's got to see the numbers and see, is it worth it to him, right? What if he's like, bro, that's a waste of my time. I'm not moving to make $1,000 or to possibly break even. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody wants to do that. Like, I told you, there's no money here. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're selling 500 tickets, you making money. But I'm not selling 500 tickets.
Yeah, his old gym in Oxnard.
And again, if you're selling 500 tickets, it depends on the price and it depends on all your operating costs. Because if you're selling 500 tickets, you in a big venue. That venue costs money.
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing is free. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know who owns the Lomachenko gym, the boxing laboratory. Like, that used to be Robert's old gym in Oxnard. It was off of Woolley and Commercials or Pacific, somewhere over there.
Yeah, so I found
that's where Lomachenko and all those guys used to
Border Wars 15, Las Vegas is at 20,000. So, Hey, Adrian, I'm taking shots, man. The one I did in Vegas got the most views, man. Hey, yo, and financially it was a success because remember, I was charging $40 a ticket. So that's essentially, and people didn't like that. So we went.
What was Wisconsin?
15 and 30.
What was Wisconsin?
15 and 30.
15 and 30.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But he had VIPs.
Premium.
He had VIPs. And that's the thing. That's why, it's just difficult, bro. It's hard to get people to fly around the world, man. I look forward to the day of having a home base. We got to manifest that in 12 months.
So you've been staying in Vegas. I remember you're like a couple months ago, you're like, yeah, I'm moving back to Florida next month. What's going on with that?
I'm a cheapskate, bro.
I'm
a cheapskate. If it's up to my wife, we would have been left. But I told y'all the answer to this already. The answer to this already. I've given it to y'all, but I'll give it again. My best friend in the whole wide world owns a what is it called? Car carrier company.
Okay.
So remember, bro, I got 2 cars up here and whatever little bit of shit that I gotta take back with me, right? Because I'm leaving my son this spot, so he'll stay with mostly everything. But the things that I do want, I need to transport them. I don't know that y'all know how much it costs to travel from one point of the world to the other. It's cross country, literally. California, Las Vegas to Florida is cross country, bro. Even a pod, those little white shits you see that they drop in your fucking
Oh
drive,
yeah.
bro, that's gonna cost me $7,000. You think I'm spending that? You kidding me? You fucking nuts. And that ain't got
No,
nothing to do with the
well, I mean,
cars. That has nothing to do
no,
with
no,
the
no. I mean,
cars.
you got to get a
So
storage.
my wife,
Bro.
storage, again, you see, you guys like losing money. I don't lose money. I don't lose
But
money,
you're
bro.
saying $7,000. You saying $7,000 versus like maybe 100, maybe
Yeah,
$130 a month, something like that.
yeah,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
so
For
you
like a
stored
10
it.
by 10 or some
Okay,
shit.
check it out, champ. Okay, so you stored all your shit in a storage. Now you're only paying $110 a month. Okay, now what do you do?
Well, it depends. Like it depends. Are you moving all the stuff that's inside your storage into your Florida home, and then you don't have to pay for your storage anymore? You know what I mean?
But that's
It
the
depends
point.
what you're storing.
But that's my point. Why would I store it if I'm taking what I want? I'm taking what I want from this house. I'm leaving everything to my son that I don't want or that I don't that we don't need a again, this is too much detail, but like the point is I'm not about to spend 10 grand to move back to Florida. That's just never gonna happen. I'm waiting for my boy, and when he can fit me in, he gonna fit me in. He already told me he can guarantee me that he'll do it by October, which I said October. Why? Because I had Border Wars in August. Then I thought I was gonna have a fight party that I still might on September 13th here in Vegas.
Which I wanna talk about that again. So
Yeah,
see
I'm
what
sure you
the
do. You
hell's
got
going
a
on with
great
that.
long call here, this guy. But yeah, so I have a lot of shit to do in Vegas. I wasn't in a rush to move, and I'm happy that I have a wife that understands that. It's like, why move when I got all this shit going on?
No, for sure. And I'm not telling you to move. You know what I mean? I was just wondering like what was happening with that. You're like, no, I don't know. Alex Vega's internet always fucking sucks. That
That
Florida
is true.
internet.
That is true. And listen, you can't even transfer to the satellite Starlink, right? Because that would be better because it's direct. But bro, Florida's cloudy like a motherfucker. You wake up right now, it's cloudy, then it's sunny at 9 o'clock, then fucking raining at 12 o'clock. I mean, yo, bro, it's gonna take getting used to. I love Florida. Don't get me wrong. Why? Because it's like I left Jersey for Florida, and it was for the weather. I never lived on the West Coast till now, so maybe they right. West Coast is the best coast because I prefer this weather. It don't rain here. I just prefer that, bro. It's always warm. I don't need a jacket. I just love that. I prefer that.
Yeah.
In Florida, you
Yeah.
still gonna have to wear a jacket. You wake up at 6 in the morning for a run, it could be 65, 53. It could get crazy. Then the morning dew, you might need a umbrella. Like, bro, it's nasty. Over here, it's perfect. Honestly, it's perfect. But land is expensive over here. Land is cheaper in Florida, so I gotta go.
Well, yeah. I mean, is the cost of living in Florida? I mean, I heard it was cheaper in Florida
It's
versus like
definitely cheaper. You
California and
kidding
shit
me?
like that.
Of course
Well,
it's
give me
cheaper,
some
man.
examples, some real world,
I'm probably
real
paying a
world
whole
examples.
dollar
How about that?
50 more for gas up this way. Anybody in Florida, throw
Oh
your
hell yeah! Oh
gasoline
hell
price
yeah!
out there and watch it. I'll tell you that. And then food, bro. Like, bro, this shit expensive out here. This shit expensive. Like, literally, me and my girl was in a spot yesterday that I'm trying to see could we get as a fight party for September. She said they was gonna show the fight, and my girl said you're gonna have to tell them that the drink's expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta warn people. Some of this shit out here is crazy. Nah, Vegas is never listen. Again, but you get what you pay for. Like if you want to be able to go out every night, then that's why you here.
Nah, for sure.
Or you got
But
business here. Like everybody always asks me, what brought you to Vegas? Business. I came here because of work. If it wasn't for that, I was happy. My life goal as a New Jersey dude was to fucking go to Florida. And then I ain't even really get to, do nothing with that because I immediately came here.
That's a thing with a lot of people on the East Coast, right? Like the New York, the DMV, people who grew up there and stuff like that. They always go to vacation to Florida, or they retire in Florida, right? Or am I thinking wrong here?
Say again?
Like people that live on the East Coast, or like, born and raised in the East Coast, like New York, Jersey, DMV area, like they always go to Florida for like vacation in the summer or something like that, or they retire in Florida.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's a thing. That's a thing, right? I've
I
always heard
mean,
that.
it's definitely my thing. It was always my thing. And then my brother did it before me. He had been in Florida. I mean, he got to be out there like 13, 17, maybe more years. I don't even know. He left though, and he went out there. I always argue with my mom, like, what the fuck, man? You went from the Caribbean to this shit. Like, why didn't you go to Florida like the Cubans? Cubans got it right. They'll fucking swim to Florida. Like, yo, why did you come up here? Like, this shit make no sense. Bro, we all,
man.
and my dad the same thing. He went from DR to fucking Flatbush. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? But
yeah, but
man.
that's where your people are at, though. You know what I mean?
That's what they said. That's what they said. You go where you get help, So if you're trying to relocate from one country to the other, you're gonna go where you got a sister, where you got an aunt, and that's what both my parents did, which is unfortunate, But I just wish they'd have came to Florida, where we would have thrived as Caribbeans. You're gonna thrive in the sun, bro. What do you got us in the fucking buildings and shit?
Yeah, but I think there's also but there's probably like job opportunities there as well.
Nah, for sure. There's always more.
There work,
there's always more work
it's the
towards
same
the
shit
city.
in California.
Yeah, no, there's always going to be more work towards the metropolitan areas and the major cities, obviously.
Yeah. So one more question before
Florida's for entrepreneurs, man. You gotta be a business owner.
No, for sure. So any updates on the fight party, or what's happening with that?
Yeah, so I got 2 locations, and they both have to do the same thing, which is confirm they're gonna have the fight. So that's taking them some time. But one told me they're 99% sure, and the one yesterday is saying they're 98% sure. So
98? Are you fucking kidding me?
Honestly, two separate places. Honestly, I like the last spot that me and my wife went to last night because it's more intimate. They got a lot of room outdoors since we're a big smoking crowd. They got bigger televisions for sure. But she said they only put them on the 3 TVs over the bar, which are the big, they are big TVs. But, bro, this spot got so many other TVs, it makes zero sense to just have the fight on those 3 big TVs. But, yeah, no, I mean, I like that better. I kind of like that better. I feel like the other spot is bigger and definitely more roomy. It's more of a lounge, too. This spot is kind of like bar restaurant, and the other spot is definitely a lounge with more comfortable seating, roomier, just no big TVs. I mean, all little TVs throughout that bitch. All like, I don't know, maybe 35s, 27s. If they 45s, bro, if they 47 inches, that I don't know. I would be shocked. So no really huge TVs, but definitely more space. I prefer their food. More customer service. They have, me and my wife always shocked when we go there. They have at any time like 15 people, waitresses, bartenders, fucking bus boys. Like it's so many people working. So many people. They got someone just for hookahs, someone just for bussing down tables, someone delivering all the time. It's like they got staff for sure. They got staff.
So is one of those
and
spots,
that one has a stage. That one has a stage. Again, that's more of a lounge area. I would definitely prefer that one. And they're the one that are saying they're at 99%. He's got multiple locations, so he's really trying to get it.
Is one of those spots the one you mentioned the other day, next to like Sapphires or something like that?
No,
like La
that's
Cantina or something like that?
no, that's El Dorado Cantina. I haven't even contacted him because, again, I prefer this one. El Dorado, I already told you, bro. 3 tacos is $19 in that bitch.
No.
They ain't playing over there. I could go over there, and you heard what's his name? Noble could go over there, but like people ain't gonna want to go somewhere where they gotta pay $19 for 3 tacos, bro.
Nah, that's fucking crazy, bro. That is way expensive. I don't care how delicious that shit is. Like I can't justify buying 3 tacos for $20. What the fuck?
But listen, I got some other callers, champ. Appreciate you.
All right, G.
All right.
You got it.
Try Lost Philly. You out. Quest, what up?
Border Wars.
Come
What's
out
good,
and
Ness?
play. What up? What up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Well, not good morning. It's evening over here now. But, yeah, I've been tuning in, watching. Shout out Border Wars. Shout out Ness, too, man. Giving us the shows. A show every day. Boxing been kind of like in the dead spot right now. All we got is Canelo. So this Border Wars have been keeping me tuned in, man. Salute. But, yeah, I called in because I already gave my take on the location. I think anywhere on the East Coast is cool. I want to talk about V-Dash. You know what I'm saying? That's you said bro, had like a Tech sponsored him, right? And he said he didn't show up. That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like all week we've been like bashing on James and shit. And I don't fuck with James. You know what I'm saying? I don't really fuck with James. But we've been bashing James all week about this Supermax stuff.
Yeah, but it's different circumstances. Circumstances. Like, yeah, we got to give James credit for showing up. But it's like, you got to understand, James talks shit about you, Supermax, several different people. It's like, yo, we could only give you but so much credit. Like, you got credit for showing up. That don't give you the okay to talk shit like you won. So you talking about Quest and not how he ain't good, and OC how old he is and he gonna get a heart attack. But it's like, champ, you didn't win. Like, you talking like you won. So that's our issue.
I feel you. I understand that point. 100%. But like, I just think we just kind of like not giving attention to like this, like V-Dash, you know what I'm saying? The people like V-Dash.
I mean, because we get those. We get those all the time, and nobody wants to bash on him yet because we don't know his circumstance. Like you heard me say, look, we possibly going to Atlanta. I want him to show up. I don't want him to feel alienated. I don't want him to feel like, damn, now they coming to Atlanta. I could have been there. I can't show up because I'm embarrassed. Nah, bro, something happened. Something happened. He didn't just take the money because he wanted the money. Something happened. And all he got to do is tell the truth, bro. We a community. All you got to do is tell the truth. Now, if nothing happened and you took the money from that man just to take, that's different. But I believe something happened. He was calling in. He was training. Something happened. The same way Tyron had a fire. We don't know what happened, though. V-Dash is somewhere embarrassed to tell us what happened. He just got to understand we supposed to be a brotherhood. So, call in.
Yeah. I didn't want to kick his own back in just yet. And like you just said, we don't know the reasons. We don't know the reasons. Could be some real serious shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But it is kind of crazy about the sponsors and stuff. I don't hear Tech saying nothing about it. He's the one that gave him the money. So I thought he would have been like the most pissed. So maybe he knows something we don't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm I don't know, man. But just like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bash James, you know what I'm saying? Because he did get in there at the end of the day. But we just got to, guys like V-Dash, like I said, once again, we don't know the reason. But just like, let's get on these niggas, you know what I'm saying, to actually pull out, you know what I'm saying, and then take sponsors on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a bet with bro, you know what I'm saying? Me and him had betted a little 50 or something like that I thought Tyron was going to win, and like just the fight didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't usually bet, but yeah, we don't know, bro. We don't know. Shout out to V-Dash. Hopefully he can tell us the reason. Tell us everything, you know what I'm saying? Tell us what happened to the money, bro. Like, tell us what did you spend it on? You spend it on some new Air Jordans, or you got some, like, You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Nah,
Just tell
man,
us what's
you
up.
never know. You never know. It could have been some kid shit. You know, his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Child support. He got locked up for child support, and he had to use that. We don't know.
Yeah, it's all in speculation. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know, man. I just want him to explain, bro. Like he has to say something. He can't just go MIA. You know what I'm saying? He can't just
Nah,
not say
I mean, the
anything.
thing is, he is MIA for the embarrassment. He got to come back in order to say something, and y'all got to be able to be willing to, you know, hear him out, or he won't come back. Cause, you know, a thief is a thief. If he was stealing, he was stealing. He ain't coming back. If he trying to come back, he obviously wasn't stealing, and something happened in his life.
Yeah. So right now it's just looking crazy. Right now it's looking crazy. It's been like some time since Border
Don't get me
Wars.
wrong, though. Ain't nobody gonna be giving you no more money, you know, because you fucked up the trust factor.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact right there. Who people actually could use the sponsors, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. That's a fact. But I just want to call in, man, just talk about that and in general, you know what I'm saying? Ness, you did a good job with the border war stuff, man. It was a lot of pullouts, but you was able to keep the show going. Still a great show, top to bottom. But good Sunday, you know what I'm saying? That's my call.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, listen. Life happens, and when life happens, it happens. Who knows, man? We gotta at least give that man the benefit of the doubt. Hope that he's not a dirtbag, right? I would rather root and hope that he ain't no dirtbag than sit around here making jokes about him, hoping that he is a dirtbag. That's not what I want him to be a solid. I want him to show up for ATL. I want him to be able to take us to the dope, you know, barbecue spots, or, you know, put us on the bud. You know what I mean? Like, I want him to be who he should be. Okay. What is this? I don't know. I could get my girl to no spot where we doing bikini editions. What is this, man? Trying to get me hit upside the head with a shoe? I'm gonna have to just call you after the show so you can put me on. But this looks like an event location out here in Vegas where maybe we can hold the fight party. Shout out to JP sending me some info in the back. But yeah, man, last call for callers. If you're trying to call in, now is the time. And that's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. We right back at it tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Oh, Coach Allen, what up?
Going on, man?
What up?
Chilling. But yeah, man, I think you got my message about the how the
Yeah,
calendar
I told them
looking
what you
out.
told me, man. I felt like it was some from Florida Mafia shit. They says no more dates for the rest of the year. That's crazy.
Yeah, but if you look on USA Boxing, it has like all the sanctioned events on there for for every state, and basically, yeah, they booked out until like December or something like that. So yeah, it ain't nothing personal, but yeah, if you want to look that way, wherever you plan on having your event, you could check it out on there to see what dates they got available or already booked right
Yeah,
now.
but isn't
Uh,
it all about available officials? Like, it don't matter.
yeah,
You
it's
could have a why can't we have two amateur boxing dates on the same day if we got officials to do it?
yeah, I guess that is the thing. But when I talked to him, he was basically like, we need more officials. So I think
And
that
that's my
is a
point.
thing.
That's my point with these commissions, bro. They don't even know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what we doing is unheard of. Like, Malcolm flies from Colorado to the last 4 border wars to be part of any commission. He literally
Yeah,
anybody that wants to officiate a border wars, all they got to do is go on Conquer app and sign up. Instead of saying compete, you say officiate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah,
what we bring. We bring our own officials. Like, in Vegas, Los was an official, and so was
yeah,
Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? So these commissions they gotta get off their bullshit and understand, like, okay, we can fix the problem. If you saying you short on staff, well then let us put out an APB and ask motherfuckers, do they want to volunteer in be a voluntary official in for our day? And then maybe Malcolm
yeah.
is gonna sign up. Maybe Los is gonna sign up. Maybe, Doomy's gonna sign up.
Yeah, I'll forward you what he sent me, basically everything they require as far as like officials, and they need timekeepers, they need, judges,
Yeah,
extra refs, and
remember,
also I was
remember,
just looking at it
remember that
myself.
remember that all them dudes do the same thing. Malcolm does all that. He's the timekeeper for one fight, then he's the referee for another fight. Only thing you can't be is the big OC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
put in time for that. But like everybody do, like if you sign up as a coach, just like Adrian is, and that other official that was at the last one, Dre, he's a coach. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do
yeah.
this is all voluntary. That's what I'm saying. Like they gotta understand people are giving up their free time. So they gotta start being a little bit more willing to work. I'm not saying this to you, I'm just putting out in the universe because amateur boxing feels like a fucking mafia.
Bro, amateurs. I haven't really coached. That was my first time coaching amateurs in like a year and a half. Like I never liked amateurs. I got kicked out the corner. So like I've never liked amateurs. I always felt there was a lot of funny business going on. They play favoritism. Like certain, I don't know. I've never been a fan of amateurs. Like even when we were fighting amateurs, like I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But one other thing I was gonna say about Border Wars, as far as they have local fighters, and I think the local fighters should submit footage too.
Yeah,
That
that's
way,
the
because
issue
my
though. That's the issue. The local fighters feel like we the ticket sellers and we dealing with their trainers. Like not everyone is like you. Like you one of the trainers that call in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We didn't hear about Daniel, which is the father of Romeo, until they won. And that
yeah,
was only via super chat. Like not everybody talks, right? So that's why the goal got to be to have a home base, because
yeah,
that's how we gonna sell tickets for the fights that are manifesting. Because the locals, they just not partaking. Not every, like, look, even your fighter Jacob didn't call in. He didn't take advantage of this platform to put his name out there. Romeo and Daniel Farfang, now they taking advantage post fight. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
people people need to take advantage. I literally was talking to the dude from the USA Boxing yesterday from Atlanta. He was like, "Yeah, man, I seen you had Price on one of your cards, bro. That's dope. That's dope for the USA Boxing official or like the head of it to know that we featured a high level amateur that's now a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that kid from
people got it.
Chicago was good, man.
What, the one that fought Camarena?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
the one in the blue. I can't think
yeah,
of his
yeah,
name,
yeah.
but yeah,
Farfan,
he's
Farfan.
official.
Yeah, yeah, I think he is too. And he only 16, tall than a
Yeah,
motherfucker. He gonna be a problem. He stick with it.
yeah, he is. But yeah, if you could do that, because Jacob, that dude just was way more skilled than him.
Nah,
So
for
it's like you
sure.
got the local
But
guys,
that's
they may
why
be very good,
he might
and I
get.
just didn't want to pull out
Listen,
because
Jacob gonna get a fight with the community now. Someone already called out Jacob, and I'm like, what? How many fights you got? And what's your way? Because I hate when people call out the loser, but that's how it works,
yeah,
coach. That's how it works. Like people waiting for a cherry. They don't want, like you heard the dude from the midway. He's like, bro, you gotta give me a cherry. I want Jerome Wolf. People want to
uh,
make sure they gonna win. And they ain't gonna
yeah,
know that until you lose. Then they like, wait, I think I could beat him. So that's why I be asking people like, yo, who did you see on the card that's food? Because that's
it's
how it
harder than it
is.
looked.
It is harder than it look. Mikey Garcia showed you that you could look from the outside, but when you're in that motherfucker, it's different. But at the same time, that's still the selling point. If you think you could
Yeah,
beat him from the outside, you probably could beat him from the inside if you put in that work.
well, yeah, let's put the footage up and shit. we can make it happen. You know,
I
I'm with
forget
it.
who called in. I'm telling you, somebody literally
The
called in
shit.
and asked for Jacob.
Whoever said that, shit. What'd you say?
I said I forget who it was, but someone literally called in and asked for the Jacob fight. I promise you.
Okay, yeah. Well, tell him put up some footage, and we can make it happen. As long as it look like I said, that dude was just bigger, stronger,
What
faster,
is
more
Jacob's
experienced.
weight?
Like he's at 155, but we're gonna get him.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
know what?
Jacob started at like
Let's
190.
hey. Oh, well, I think we already made the Miles and the Michael fight, but if that don't get made, Jacob and Miles, man.
Yeah, we could drop him down.
What you mean drop him down? You say he 154, 155.
Nah, but Miles is a solid 155.
Yeah, well, you got to
Like,
build Jacob up, not drop him down. I mean, unless you
no,
want
I'm
to go
saying
down further.
Jacob is chubby, right? Right. Jacob needs to be fighting at like 140, 135, realistically.
Shit. So you
Right.
think he can make a 140?
Hell yeah. Jacob is chubby, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. I
like
see
he.
that. I see that, Coach. But I'm saying by November 8th, that's what I'm asking.
Oh, that's the next date you looking at?
That's what I'm looking at. It could be November 8th in Atlanta. They lining
Okay.
things up real nice over there.
Okay, we'll see what's up. My birthday is like that first week of November, so I was planning to take a little trip out the somewhere with a nice beach. So damn, well keep me let me know if something's for real is locked in. And yeah, I mean I'm gonna watch the show, so I don't know. But yeah, I did plan on taking me a trip out the country somewhere. So that yeah, I keep an eye on that November date.
All right.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna get them in shape though, and if not, I'm gonna try to see what's up with some more guys if they wanna do it.
Bet. All right, Coach. Appreciate you.
All right, for sure, man.
Bro, just got the word that these are in production. I wonder if they're gonna make the cut for the next Border Wars, because then I gotta get them approved through the commission. But these will be available for the next. Well, I can't say for the next Border Wars, like I said, but they're in production. They're in production. They are in production. Those the gloves. Yes, sir. All right. So hopefully they available for the next Border Wars. If not, whatever. But they're in production, which is dope, man. I'm excited for that. Squiddy.
Yo,
What up?
well, I announced my debut. Uh, can I pin it in the what, shit? Can I pin it into space?
Debut 4?
Boxing match,
Sure, champ. Where you fighting at?
Dallas, Texas.
Whose card?
It's called Bloodline Mafia. I'm on the main card.
Nice. How do you watch it?
Just free on YouTube.
Professional fight?
It's an amateur. It's no headgear, 14-ounce glove, 4 round.
Amateur, no headgear?
Yep. I mean, it's practically yeah.
Huh. All right, man. Send me a link, man, so we could check it out. What date is it?
November 15th. It's the same day as Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. It was in the same place as well. It's pretty funny.
Okay. November 15th. Keep us posted, champ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can I ask people in here to leave a comment on the pinned tweet?
Yeah, that's on you, man.
Yo, everyone in here, feel free to leave a nice comment or a retweet on the pinned tweet. Obviously, I'm making my debut. and I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out. He actually has a fight on August 30th before our fight, so I'm gonna see how that goes.
What's his name?
His name is Anarchy. In the caption, actually, I said November 15th, he'll believe in God because he believes in anarchy. So I'm gonna make him believe in God with that, with my right hook.
All right, champ.
Yeah.
Shout out to Squid. Let's see. Looks like that is everybody. So, back at it tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Peace.